Justine, you handle this.
Hello one and all, welcome back to more Let's Play Persona 5. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, we dove into mementos to try and get some of those various requests done, and we got 3 of them done, so that's pretty great. In this part, you might be wondering what on earth I'm doing in the Velvet Room. Well, I'll tell ya. Remember how I said I was gonna itemize multiple personas? But yeah, well, it turns out I guess there's only a 1-a-day limit. Did not realize that. My fault, my bad. Probably was told that and just wasn't paying attention. So I decided to do something entirely different. I want to boost the Strength Arcana, which means I need to create very specific personas with very specific abilities, as these 2 warden girls, you know, a request of me, I say, and I use that as loosely as possible. Really, it's more of a demand. Regardless, I just so happen... Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. I actually went online and I looked up the things that I need. I didn't get spoiled by anything. I just wanted to know specifically what I had to have, because like, when I replayed Persona 4, I got into the whole, you know, fusing of personas and stuff, and I learned all the ins and outs of that, and it gets stupidly complicated. So, I just decided to, you know, cut out the middleman, I guess. And I didn't get spoiled by anything. I just knew the exact recipes I needed for what personas that I had to get. So, I just need to reacquire... Oh, also, I got one of the Queen's necklaces inside mementos, too. Turns out they're weak against bullets. You would not expect that of gemstones. Anyway, what we need is, we're gonna need Shisa. We need a Shisa with Frey, otherwise, you know, the light nuclear damage. Nuclear. Ugh. So I'll just grab hold of you. I put a couple aside just in case, so I wouldn't accidentally trigger a rank up with them. So that's why I have to go back and get a couple of the ones I made back.
Is this what you want?
And we need a Matador with, I believe, Magaru, which was also not too difficult to get. Now, next to them, we have a couple more that I managed to get. I got a Neko Shogun, what we're gonna need, and we needed him to know Dekaja. I also got a Flaros, and it needed to know, I think, Tarukaja? Either Tarukaja or Dekaja. Whatever it is, I have it. So that's good. Then, Amano Uzume, perhaps, is what they call it. I do not know. And it needed Dodge Sai. And some of these things, in order to properly fuse these things together, you have to, like, raise a certain persona up to a certain level so they learn a certain skill, and then fuse those 2 together, and then you can use the one that you fused with the new skills that you inherited from these 2 unrelated ones to a different one, and it takes a long time. There's no reason for me to have, to show every painstaking moment of that. Also, I made this thing. I don't really know what its deal is. It's kind of terrifying. It's got little drilly hands, and it's apparently completely immune to physical attacks in every way, so I thought that was pretty cool. I also have a Black Ooze. I don't need these 2 things. I just made them in the process of getting stuff out of the way. I like this guy, because he's either strong or weak to something. No middle ground. Well, there's a couple of middle grounds. But I did give him Null Nuke, so that's another thing he doesn't have to worry about. So, that's pretty cool. Now, in theory, all I gotta do is back out, and I think we're gonna be able to get to rank 6. And this was as far as I could actually go, just for the record. I need to be a higher level before I can make anybody, I can go any further in the Confidant. I just figure might as well do what we can. Hey! What? Hmm? Oh, that's...
It would seem...
I see you have brought us a Shisa with Frey. Very well, your assignment's done. Allow us to converse! I just want to see these 2 not be so incredibly mean. It is commendable that you have chosen to work so diligently towards your rehabilitation. I guess at least you've got the will to work. Of course I do. Don't give me that smug attitude, this is your duty, inmate! Then why are you smiling? That said, you have completed this task surprisingly easily. I mean, granted, it took you a few months, probably more than you should have, but you did it.
Yeah.
You might actually be worth our time after all. Justine, tell him his next task is on that list, right? It is, indeed. Now then, I will assign your next task. Be aware that the tasks on this list will increase in difficulty as we go. That is a very true fact. Yep, I'm prepared. So what you want next? How admirable. I feel like the bond with Caroline and Justine is growing deeper! Yeah, well, don't want it to get too deep. I might end up on a completely separate list.
Alright.
Ain't no interest in any of that. Once again, we would like to bestow a new privilege upon you. However, it is exceedingly powerful. We ask that you fulfill another task before receiving it. Snicker, life isn't gonna just hand you success.
Farewell.
Now, I will assign your next task. Alright, what's next on the agenda? I say, knowing exactly what it is. It's the Matador. You want the Matador! Yeah, try to bring a Matador with Magaru with you. You only need to speak with us to obtain it.
Hey.
You got that? A Matador that has Magaru, or whatever. Hey! Oh, so you brought... I didn't even push any buttons. That was automatic. Huh.
Indeed.
That is indeed a Matador with Magaru. Well, that was fast. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going until we're at rank 6, apparently. You're better than I thought, inmate. I was thinking you'd just give up straight away. Turns out you already did what we wanted before we even asked you to do it. That's not suspicious.
Yes.
It is to be expected of the human our master saw potential in. You're dedicated, I'll give you that. Just keep it up, all right? I understand. I'm trying to just be complacent and nice, make nice. Come on, I don't want to be your enemy, okay? Can we just be a little bit, calmer around each other? That'd be great. Talk's cheap, though. You're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. I've spent a lot of my money getting personas out of the compendium, so you maybe shut up. I've gotta say, Justine, it's an accomplishment that he hasn't thrown in the towel yet. Granted, it's because we never gave him one. How so? That task list you wrote, it's not only keeping him on his toes, but helping him improve, too. I'm not the one who wrote it. I'd always assumed it was you.
Excuse me.
What? I don't know anything about that thing. Huh. I suppose now that I consider it, that list is far too precise for you to have written it. Oh, zing-a-ding. Cry, you didn't need to say that. But wait, who wrote it then? Wasn't our master, was it? No, I've not heard him mention anything of the sort. How long have we had this list? Anything wrong?
Shut up.
Okay, don't read too far into this. Just keep quiet and focus on finishing your tasks. Yeah. Caroline, should we consult with our master about this? All our master told us to do is oversee the rehabilitation, and it's our duty to follow orders. We shouldn't waste his time on something this pointless. It's not like he's got anything else to do. Also, I find it hard to believe he can't hear you. Indeed, it does not matter who thought of the list.
Hey,
Well, seeing as how neither of you understand where it came from, I think that's actually kind of important. Now quit prying, inmate, got that?
Yes.
Of course, we will continue to offer benefits to you if you can further fulfill our tasks. All that we ask is that you work hard in the duty you are assigned. Duty. We shall do the same. Fair enough. The bond is growing deeper! Rank 3! Alright, lockdown. Allow you to leave a persona to learn an attribute resistance.
Alright.
Well, that's kind of awesome. Cool. So, I can just give my personas new resistances to things? That's pretty amazing. As promised, I have granted you an ability that will prove greatly beneficial. You may now place a persona into lockdown and train it to learn new skills. Oh, or that. Okay, that's cool too. While you're lazily wasting away, your persona's gonna grow all on its own. Talk about hospitality. Anyway, time for your next task. According to the list, it's, what is it, Justine?
Now.
The next task is... Well, that is actually a tongue twister. Next task. That's hard. Anyway, bring us a Flaros with Tarukaja. Alright, one more thing. The next privilege we provide for you will unlock great power. Therefore, we will need you to fill 2 more tasks before we can hand it over to you. Yeah, well, I guess the world isn't easy, but I mean, I already got everything you need, so...
Now.
As always, yep, just speak to you. Not gonna hit any buttons, and you've already realized that I've got it. Alright, assignment complete. Alright. This inmate has grown considerably since we first met him. True, I guess we gotta at least admit that. Alright, so I mean, you're slowly but surely insulting me less. I can dig it. Your personas are starting to get pretty damn strong, too. What? Is fostering personas truly rehabilitation? What are you saying that for? It's merely a thought I had. Uh-oh. Are you becoming self-aware? Will the inmate truly be rehabilitated if we help cultivate power within him? Keep it together, Justine. This is the job our master ordered us to do. Or are you going to try and disobey your orders? That is not what I meant. Don't worry yourself too much over one measly prisoner. All we gotta do is get the most out of this wild card thing and make him work hard at his tasks. The wild card. What is it now?
What is the meaning
The
of
more I
this?
consider this list, the stranger it seems. Its writer must have known that the one carrying out these tasks would possess the power of the wild card, which is obviously necessary, as otherwise I would only have one persona and not much other options.
Excuse me?
You've got to be kidding me. How would somebody know that? I don't know, but the fact remains that that is a fact. I mean, even our master didn't know the inmate had the wild card thing before we met him. I know you're just gonna yell at me, but like...
Shut up!
Okay, yep, alright, shutting up. Either way, this will all get resolved if you just hurry up and finish your rehabilitation already. Justine, give him his next task so he'll quit talking back. Very well. Seems that it is time for us to get serious. Anyway. Bond accomplished! Ba-dang! There we go.
All right.
Going from rank 1 to 6 is quite the boost.
Now,
As previously mentioned, here's the second task you must complete before receiving your reward. I believe it's that, the not Neko Shogun. It's like a 3 names in one. And Amano Uzuma with Dodge Sai. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, good news, I have it already.
it would seem. See?
Not bad, that's another one done. And that's halfway through a Confidant. I like to think I actually have the ability to max this one out. You know, I never thought you'd keep at this, even though it's not mandatory. Yeah, funny story about that. Whew, you're pretty interesting, inmate. That's almost a direct compliment. Wow, okay, that's actually kind of spooky coming from you. I must say, as Carolyn noted before, this list is quite well thought out. The tasks are designed to push you towards achieving your goals while also measuring your true strength. Huh, I guess so.
Hey,
Hey, what are your thoughts on these tasks? I mean, they are pretty tough. Such a response is proof that they are the proper difficulty. Oh well, we should give him the next one. Let's see here. Huh? What? What the? It feels like I've seen the writing on this list before. Do you speak of the penmanship? Yeah. Damn it, I can't remember. Do you recognize it, Justine? Compliment him after he finishes the next task. Don't spoil him, though. Do it just like you practiced, with a piercing glare and angled hips. But not that! Those are my notes! Oh my gosh, that is actually adorable. No, I mean, it seems you have been rather looking forward to the inmates' visits. Never mind that! I'm talking about the handwriting of the tests themselves! Stop yanking my chain! Funny coming from a warden. Huh, now that you mention it, I do feel as though I've seen the handwriting somewhere before. Can I look?
excuse me?
Keep your nose out of other people's business, inmate. You know, the anger routine isn't really working out so well for you anymore, just saying. To be honest, the sense of deja vu I feel when reading this list is certainly concerning to me. Who made this list, and why? What do you mean? The goal's pretty obvious. It's to help train the inmate. Beyond that, though, what exactly is the purpose of training him? Rehabilitation? But that's merely our master's order. Someone other than him wrote the list, correct? Oh, yeah. Then let's just assume there's some purpose we don't know about. If we're right in our assumption, the purpose will become clear once we finish the whole list, right?
That is correct.
I suppose you have a point. Hearing something logical from you is like a cool rush of air amidst the sweltering heat of summer. You didn't need to say that! Now then, let's reward you for successfully completing the task. We will now grant you access to the Guillotine Booster. Think of it as a way to increase the number of personas you can make with the group Guillotine. Oh yeah, I mean I could only use 3, and the other one I could do like 12 in certain cases. Plus now you can do some super strong fusions using 5 or 6 persona. You should be able to figure it out with some effort, inmate. I mean, you've come this far, right? A compliment, but with a piercing glare, but no angled hips. We trust you will employ it wisely. Alrighty. I'm down with getting stronger persona.
Alright.
Ta-da! So, what's next on the list? Please note that the next privilege we provide for you will be quite powerful indeed. You'll need to complete 3 tasks. Alright, here's task number 1. I've already got the Neko Shogun, and I know how to make the next one, I just need to be at least level 39. I need a unicorn in order to make it work. And I don't need a unicorn, because that's not what they're going to ask. I need a unicorn so I can fuse a different persona, so I can fuse that one with a different one, and then make the thing that they want. Anyway, you need a Neko Shogun with Dekaja. Got it.
Hey.
Hey! You did it already! How do you keep doing that? It's spooky! Spooky dooky. Yeah, you're really getting the hang of this whole growth thing. What you guys gonna talk about this time? What's wrong, Justine? It's nothing vital. However, proceeding over the growth of another feels almost nostalgic in a way. Do you feel the same, Caroline? What do you mean? We've never taken care of someone like this before. That explains why you're not very good at it. You're not wrong about that. And yet our duty to aid his rehabilitation aside, observing his growth feels oddly familiar.
Excuse me?
That can't be right. The inmate's growth and the rehabilitation are the exact same thing.
Hey, inmate.
Okay, yes, hello. The growth you're getting from these tasks is helping with your rehabilitation, right? I don't have the slightest clue. You probably just don't realize it yet. You have a totally different air about you now. A stank cloud, if you will. Anyway, Justine, don't forget about our job. The duty we've been handed is all that matters. Don't think about anything else.
Yes.
I suppose you're correct. Stop questioning your surroundings! Conform! Conform! I guess you're gonna keep worrying about this till the inmate finishes his rehabilitation, huh, Justine? Look what you've done, inmate. Getting us all wrapped up in your fate. Ugh. 'Twas not intentional. Whoa, hello, revelation. Could it be? What's up? Nothing. But I believe I'm beginning to look forward to seeing whether the inmate can complete his task. You hear that? Don't disappoint us, inmate. Okay. I make no promises. I just gotta keep collecting as many personas as I possibly can, and then eventually I'll definitely be able to make just about anything. Okay, next task. Justine. Kinda have that 1,000-yard stare for a moment there. Unfortunate.
Farewell.
Okay, so what's next? A Lashishiashiasis with Teteraja. Yep, I remember. Okay, yeah, I just can't make that yet. Anyway, I can actually even show you straight up. Whoa, hello, I guess that's where the lockdown is. Alright, let me show you. No, I don't need you guys. But fusing... Oh, I guess I can't. I guess I got rid of the ones that I needed for the unicorn. Whoopsie! Alright, well, let's see here. Advanced fusion! Whoa, Nelly! Okay, let's see. A lot of these are really cool, but I can't get any of them. Oh, by the way, I figured out what it meant by fusing bugs. It meant like the bear. The bear thing we fought. We can fuse that eventually. Until I have to be at least level 40 though. Alright. Well, I need to be 49 for the thing, but 40 to get the pieces necessary. Ugh, what a massive kerfuffle that's all about. Anyway, let's see. That would be nice. Too bad I can't get that. I'd like that. Like that too. Yeah, can't really do anything, so I guess I'm just gonna have to roll with the ones I've got.
Fusion.
Alright, let's see. You know, psychic, fire, light, and wind. I can't really use that in a battle. I got ice. That one's got resistance up to yin-yang and electricity. That one's pretty much just all different spells. And I don't really know how much use that's gonna be. I'll probably be okay for at least a little while.
Are you finished?
Alright, heading back? At long last, yes. I just spent 20 minutes in this place. Really just talking to them. Certainly does feel like a bit of progress, though. Alright, well, I vote we get the hell out of here. Feels like I've been here for literally ever. Had quite enough of that. Smash through the wall! Break the wall down! Ta-da! That's actually a considerable amount of progress, especially if you count the Confidant, too. That's like several days worth of stuff all crammed into one. I mean, it's stuff I could have done procedurally over time, but still. Alright, well, seeing as how I went into Mementos, means I've pretty much given up my ability to do anything else for the day. And we've still got 1 week left before everything goes bananas. I mean, I assume on the last possible day, Futaba's finally gonna wake up and go like, you know, beep, boop, 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 beep, and just boom, we win. Somehow. Anyway, alright, I've got a message. Plans for today? Do I have plans for today? I don't know. Depends on who's diggity down for hanging out. Alright, everybody's diggity down for hanging out, apparently. I just can't make any immediate boost ups. Alrighty, well, let's see. I'd like to hang with Makoto, but you know what? I think hanging out with An is probably the better way to go. She's a rank 9. If I can make it so I can rank up again, that's rank 10, and then boom. That's completed Confidant right here and there. Like, I'm good with that. Alright. The suspense is killing me. Anyway, yep, we should definitely hang out. Oh, and conveniently I have a lover's thing still, so, you know, that works out too. Completely forgot about that aspect. Ooh, well. Anyway, let's hang out. Where should we go? Somewhere fun, yo. Alright, where should we be? Where should we go? Anywhere that works, I guess. Let's see. Oh man, my options are just so enthralling. Let's see. We've already been to the park. Can't go there twice. The planetarium and the art museum, huh? Only options. Okay, well. I never really pegged on as the type to want to go to a planetarium, but alright, sure. I mean, it's mad pretty. And I guess, you know, stargazing is fun. I've been wanting to go to the planetarium for ages. It's not too far away either.
Let's get going.
No. Gonna go look at some pretty lights. Woo.
Whoa.
Yeah, that actually is really nice looking. I never knew this place would be so amazing. Yeah, I imagine with the advancement of technologies, the planetariums of today are probably a lot better than the ones I saw when I was in grade school. It's a little nervous from how dark it is, though. Doesn't this make you think of random stuff? Like, once the show begins, our chairs will turn into rockets and we'll get launched into space. And then when we go outside, we'll be on the moon. That'd never happen, right? I mean, yeah. Wow, it's like we're actually in space. The final frontier and what have you. We can't usually see the stars in Tokyo due to light pollution and what have you. So it's hard to believe that stuff even really exists. Ooh, shooting star. Did you see that? Can't say I did. Did you make a wish, yo?
Oh.
Good answer! Alright, I forgot. It went by so fast I didn't realize. Wait, look, there's so many of them. There's a meteor shower? Down in front! Shut up! Even in here, it makes me happy seeing a shooting star. You know, I don't think I've looked at the night sky like this since I was but a little girl. You know, 10 years ago. Maybe we can try looking for shooting stars from my balcony sometime. Thanks today. It was way more exciting than I expected. Let's come back here together. Can do. And yeah, I mean, she might like one of these things, but... yeah, sure, why not? Here, you have any interest in this? Nope.
Let's get back.
Well, that's the first real dud I've had. Really kind of made that awkward at the end there. Let's just push past it. Pretend that didn't happen. Maybe Makoto wants the classical music. Or is that stereotypical? I just don't even know. Oh, about that stalker and my speech! Alright. So, that delusional stalker from the blog had a change of heart. So, she even apologized online and everything. You know who she is, right? Why don't you go check on her?
Yeah.
It seems she really did have a change of heart. Nice work. I don't think I'll do that. Anyway, today is the day. I'm sure I don't have to explain the significance, but I have a request for you since you've stuck by my side. How's your schedule today? I ain't got nowhere to be. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Besides, this is a really important thing for you. I'd like you to hear my speech about the Phantom Thieves. See you at the station square. To the station square! Batman transition. The stage is set.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, but I know you're not going to be my right-hand man, right? Don't worry. I won't pull any tricks. Feel free to talk about being falsely accused. I'll handle whatever comes from it. I saw Kuramoto's grandson around here somewhere. I bet he's curious about today's speech. As am I.
See.
I haven't spoken to him since we last met. The speech should serve as your response to him. I didn't think any of the parties would back no good Tora. Why you gotta keep doing that? He's gonna talk about the Phantom Thieves, right? I couldn't care less about him. I'm just interested in hearing about the Phantom Thieves. Why do people gotta be so rude?
Very well.
Okay, I'm gonna get started. Do your best, buddy boy.
Yes.
I will, especially with you looking on. You got this, dude.
Everyone.
The reason they're causing such a stir is because they are addressing the world's problems. What are you doing, Tarnasuke? Setting aside whether their actions are right or wrong, there is one thing I can safely say about the Phantom Thieves. A belief with conviction has the ability to move a person's heart. I'm sure you are all aware that I am no good Tora, the one accused of embezzlement. I was a fool 20 years ago. It's no wonder that I was considered a failure as a politician. However, because I was accused like that, I was able to understand the suffering of the weak.
The most important thing is...
Why am I in politics? In the past, it was merely for personal gain. But why do the Phantom Thieves continue to change hearts? I believe they do it for the world and its people. And in choosing to do justice for others, they had no choice but to disguise themselves. No matter what the world says, I fully support them. I'm just an average citizen. However, I will continue to voice my beliefs. I may not be able to become a Diet member this election, and I may not be able to affect change during my lifetime. This is deep, but I've made my peace with that. I will be happy as long as I can be a meaningful stepping stone for the future of our youth. I gotta lie, dude, that's a pretty sweet speech. Thank you for listening. I set the stage for nothing. You have no intention of accusing old man Kuramoto.
Yes.
That's right. Such a heartfelt speech from someone your age. People are probably laughing at you as we speak. I doubt any of them were moved by your words. Well, aren't you just a complete and total jackass? I might be the only one in this entire city who was. Oh. Swerved! Proceed as you wish with your candidacy. I'll take measures to ensure the party backs you. Within the limits of my abilities, of course. Goodbye. An honest politician? That'll never work in today's crazy society. My candidacy, huh? What an unexpected turn of events. The Phantom Thieves. Perhaps it's the effect of you moving my heart. What? You have a bright future ahead of you as a Diet member. I'm sure you'll be able to stay composed when the opposition taunts you. That's just my, natural, no-emotion charisma there. The Phantom Thieves. The power to change a person's heart. I don't possess a special power like they do, but I won't lose to them when it comes to conviction. Speech is my only weapon. Just my voice and my words. That's how I win people over.
Thank you.
For sticking by my side. Hey man, no problem. Honestly, you're probably one of the cooler dudes I've hung out with in this game. Does that put us at rank 8 or 9? Oh dang, that's rank 9. I'm so close to finishing 2 of these things. I'm down with that. Contrary to what I thought, getting your heart stolen isn't such a bad thing. If he's a member of the Phantom Thieves, then... I'm talking to myself again. Another bad habit of mine. Time to finish up for today.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Farewell! I mean, I'm basically helping this dude resurrect his failing career from the bottom up. Oh, hang on, pants are pinging. Who wants to hang? I want to go look for a book. There's something I'm curious about. I'm going to Booktown in Jimbahokocho. Can you make some time since it's summer vacation? I'd like you to help me look for it. Hell yeah, girl! I'm actually thinking about looking into cognitive science. I'll give you the details tomorrow. Good night. Futaba's mother's research, huh? I wonder if we'll find anything in Booktown. Well, assuming it's a town made of books, chances are, yeah. Also famous for its Booktown shopping district, with great curry to boot. Oh, so there's food there too. Alright, sweet. I'm diggity down for that. Huh, in retrospect, taking Yosuke to places like that sell food's probably a good idea. He keeps saying that he's poor and doesn't have any money for food. Seems like a worthwhile investment. And now I'm in Booklands. I'm interested in cognitive science, the field Futaba's mother was researching. I doubt we'll find any public information, but maybe an older academic journal may mention it. Chances may be slim. Let's look hard to find one. We're gonna break the Dewey Decimal System over our knee. Thank you. I do hope we find something. I want to learn more about cognitive science while we wait for Futaba to regain her strength. It's been 14 days! That girl can sleep! If only we could understand it more in depth. Maybe we could solve the mystery of the metaverse. And make traversing it easier for us, too. True enough. Whoa!
Oh.
When worlds collide! What is this, a crossover episode? Hello? Goodbye. Excuse me, please wait. Was there something you wanted to say to him? No. Oh, no, nothing in particular. I was just surprised to see him here. I didn't mean to intrude between you two. No need to be so considerate. He's just carrying my books for me. Rude. Is she a friend of yours? She's my shogi master. Oh, master's a bit of an overstatement. We just play shogi together. Is she the professional shogi player you had mentioned before? The master strategist? Indeed.
I see.
I admit, I only know the rules, but I'm intrigued to learn how a professional shogi player thinks. Is that a book on shogi tactics? Oh yes, I came here to purchase old shogi strategy books from time to time. Pardon me for asking. Could you teach me some strategies? I believe this knowledge would benefit me greatly in the future. Oh, sure, if you'd like. Well, if it's about shogi, then. To attack, you will need to be creative with your approach and sacrifice pieces with no remorse. So planning and wow, they're delving deep. Whew, pieces so you can advance a counterattack.
Yes.
Yes, you seem to have a talent for this. Another strategy I enjoy is to use bait pieces to draw your opponent to your side of the board. I see that way you can surround them and... seems you two are getting along just fine. Oh, I'm sorry. What she was saying was so interesting I lost track of time. I'll catch up with you later. Could you look for the book we had discussed earlier? Sure. Nah, didn't find anything promising.
Shall we return home?
It's fine. I'm down with Makoto making more friends. Help her get out of that shell she's so adamant about getting out of. Alright, 1 week left until Mejid's attack. Wonder what's gonna happen. Didn't they say they would confiscate our possessions? We have nothing to do with this. Why is this happening to us? How will the Phantom Thieves take responsibility for this? Even though they have no obligation to do so, but, you know, mob mentality and all that good jargon. Alright, I'm gonna take a step forward, see what's going on. Is anybody gonna ping my pants? The answer is yes. Only 1 week more until the deadline. Hey, you seen the forum? Yeah, people have been telling us to hurry up and protect the civilians. They're just saying whatever they want with no regard for the consequences. God, I seriously can't believe they're going on all about that. By the way, how's Futaba? At this point, we are desperate for her assistance. She definitely mentioned Mejid back in the palace. And I'd like to believe she's planning something. Even Makoto's gone to the wait-and-see dark side. We don't have much time left. I know it's frustrating, but there's not much we can do.
You never see it coming. You